Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Leibold Field in Richmond as we bring you Red Devils football and Radio Troy Digital Sports. Tonight, the Red Devils, on their senior night, will be hosting the Anderson Indians. Both teams coming in at 1-6. Anderson coming off a win last week, a surprising win over Indianapolis Tech. Meanwhile, the Red Devils lost a huge one on the road at Lafayette Jeff, hoping to rebound here tonight. Welcome again to the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. As we mentioned, it is senior night. They'll honor the seniors of all of the fall sports tonight, including the 5 seniors on this Richmond football team. The Red Devils are hoping more than that they pick up a win before they head to Kokomo next week. Tournament draws coming up on Sunday. When we come back on our pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach Tony Lewis. We'll get his thoughts about where his football team is at heading into tonight's matchup. As always, we'll scout the Anderson Indians. They want to throw the football here tonight. Their numbers show that that's exactly how they want to run their offense. We'll have our IHSA report coming up this evening. We'll check out both the NCC and the Tri-Eastern Conference coming up as well, as we're down to our final 2 games of the regular season. Stay right there. We will come back with the head coach coming up next. This is the pregame brought to you by Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Big Boy's Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boy's Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Coach, let's go back to Friday, and boy, that's a pretty good football team. We talked about it the week before. It was kind of like playing a video game, and it really kind of turned out that way too.
It was. They've got a quarterback that can throw it all over the field. They've got a lot of athletes, a good offensive line, and they get you in a bunch of different formations quickly, where your defense has to get lined up quickly, which we in the first quarter we didn't do a good job of. After that, I thought we started lining up correctly and getting set defensively, but they've got a lot of athletes, just as many probably as Lawrence North or more.
Yeah.
Obviously, we played Marion with a lot of athletes, and this team, I think, would favor comparably to Marion. I think that would be a heck of a game between those two teams.
Yeah, Coach, when they line up that quickly, and again, I was having a hard time myself just watching them get right back up. It was within seconds.
Oh, yeah.
That is a tough adjustment for your defense.
It is, and we talked to our kids during the week about them getting lined up quickly, but you cannot simulate it in practice because your scout team is not going to get lined up as quickly as that team gets lined up. So, they're great. They're well coached. First and foremost, and one of the things that really impressed us was how well the receivers block.
Yeah.
They do a great job of blocking on the perimeter. Their stalk blocking is, I told the coach before the game, it's the best stalk blocking team I've seen, and we'll probably steal some of the things that they do in terms of how they stalk block. But they're big physical kids.
Yeah.
They've got some dudes that can run. They've got some guys that run the ball well, and obviously the quarterback's a trigger man, and he does a great job throwing the ball.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, and they have a lot of seniors too. That senior night seemed like it took forever, and they just rolled out one senior after. I think it was over 20-some seniors they had. So
they do. They have a big team, and unfortunately for us, the quarterback's a junior. Some of their other athletes are juniors, but they've got some good players, and the coach is doing a great job there. And obviously, long bus ride and get up there. And I forgot how windy northern Indiana is, so that was an adjustment too as well. So it wasn't obviously what we wanted it to turn out the way we wanted it to turn out last Friday night, but we got out of it without any injuries, going into a game with Anderson at home for our senior night.
Coach, you also, Wyatt did not play, and again, when you don't have your top running back, they kind of know that too, and they're pinning the ears back, and here they come, right?
They are, and we don't know that there's a good chance we won't have Wyatt this week as well. So we'll just, it's a next man up mentality. We'll see what we can do there. Quavion and this week, Evan Crisp, guest, will probably get some runs in practice as well. DeMarco ran the ball quite a bit for us on Friday night. So we'll get all three of those guys reps, and we just got to do a better job blocking up front.
Coach, evaluate Zach a little bit last week. Just talk about his second week in under quarterback, and again, that's a tough defense to go against as well.
It is. They put a lot of pressure on Zach. I think he took some shots early in the half that he was struggling a little bit. Came out of halftime, did a little bit better job in the second half, but we've got to hold up better as an offensive line, and I think it's a learning experience. As the coaches and I were talking about halftime, with Zach being a little bit banged up, as I told the coaches, he needs to play through this. He's going to get banged up. Quarterbacks take shots, and he's got to learn to stand in there. And we've got to do a better job as quarterbacks getting rid of the ball quickly. Yeah. Some of our combinations, our receivers are not running their routes as quickly as they need to. But even with that, he's got to anticipate where they're going to be and throw the ball with anticipation, as opposed to throwing the ball once the receiver comes open.
Yeah. When you speak of your offensive line, talk a little bit about those five. And I don't know how often they blitzed against you. It happened a couple of times, but just from that standpoint, they were, again, coming after you. I mean, there's no doubt about it. When you talk to your offensive line, how do you try to keep them in their composure level, knowing that, listen, it's going to come, you got to be ready?
Right. Well, it's something that with what they did to us in the week of practice, when they bring double-A gap blitzes, we had to change our protection. Zach would come up and say easy, easy, and we'd change our protection. But I think the biggest thing for our kids is with our offensive line, all our pass protection is a zone pass protection, and a lot of times our kids get mistaken that I'm blocking a man as opposed to you're blocking an area, and whoever comes in that area, that's who you have. You don't block a man. So most of our schemes are zone blocking schemes with our pass protection. There are times that we do have a fan protection where you have a man, but that's where our kids kind of get confused sometimes.
Coach, on the special team side, and I feel really bad for the young man. I feel bad for you guys as a football team that you have a freshman that's trying to take over those punting duties. It's not an easy thing to do, number one, and it's putting you kind of behind the eight ball many times in field position, but it's something you have to deal with right now.
We do, and we unfortunately lost a player who's no longer with us, and then our backup, who has a good leg, Gage Pewterball hurt his knee against Marion. We may have Gage back this week, hopefully. We'll see. He has a brace and everything, so we'll see if he can practice this week. But it is putting John Carter in a little bit of a bind. He's somebody that has kicked in the past, but that was as a middle schooler.
That's right.
And it's also putting us in a bind in terms of not kicking extra points and having to go for two every time. So if we can get Gage back this week, that'll definitely help us in the special teams.
All right. Red Devils will be home this week, and, of course, the tournament draw is coming up as well. We'll talk about both those aspects of Richmond football coming up in just a couple of moments right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame in Richmond, Indiana was founded in 1973. Its mission is to honor the men and women who have excelled in high school, college, or professional football based on their coaching, athletic ability, citizenship, scholarship, and significant supporting contributions to the game of football. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame includes retrospection from Indiana's prestigious football history, from the late 1800s to the present. When you visit the hall, you'll see the names like Weebu Bank, Vegas Ferguson, Newt Rockne, and Lamar Lundy. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame is located at 815 North A Street in Richmond and is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. There is no entrance fee and donations are appreciated. Take time to visit Indiana football history at the Indiana Football Hall of Fame.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Red Devils back home this week, and then they'll travel to Kokomo to finish out the regular season. As we mentioned before the break, Coach, Anderson comes to town. You kind of think, okay, all right, Anderson is struggling a little bit. You want to get a win. They want to get a win. Then you look at the scoreboard last week. They beat Tech. Talk a little bit about the Indians.
Well, I tell you, we just got done. We got the film last night, and they're playing a lot better. Their quarterback can throw it. The coach's son is one of their best receivers. They're starting to run the ball a little bit. It's obvious after watching film they want to throw the football, and they've got a good, strong-arm quarterback that can run as well. He scored a touchdown a long touchdown that got called back with a penalty. But from the films we had of them from earlier in the year to now, they have improved, as you mentioned. They beat Tech last night 12-8. really could have scored another touchdown that got called back twice with penalties. So they're coming in with a lot of confidence after beating Tech. Obviously, that's a big win for them. It's, again, senior night for us. 2 1-6 squads that really want to get a win heading into the last week of the regular season. So I expect it to be a good game. Again, it's a next man up mentality for us. We're pretty thin, but the guys that are playing have to have great weeks of practice, and it all starts in practice. Our kids are still learning the fact that if you practice well, you're probably going to play well. If you don't practice well with good focus and good energy, you're probably not going to play well. So it's a learning process, and we're getting there. And hopefully, with Anderson coming in town, it's 2 1-6 teams that are competing for a second win.
I kind of look back at the most recent history with Anderson. I remember going up there one year, and we weren't too bad of a football team, and they ended up beating us there. They beat us in a sectional tournament. They probably had the mindset, listen, this is another win for us, and I know you probably feel the same way against them. This is a chance for us to get a win, get some momentum going.
Right. But
they probably really feel after recent history they can come in here and beat you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they beat us pretty bad last year, and coming off a Tech win, and obviously we did not fare well against Tech early in the year. So I'm sure looking at if you're comparing scores, it would be favorable to them, but we feel like, with it being a home game and we can play better than what we've played. We just got to be prepared, and it all starts with practice.
And those seniors, too, they've gone through a lot, haven't they? I mean, you think about the coaching changes and such, and then just trying to find ways to win football games. When they hang through that, I find those guys to be special guys.
They are, and we were just talking about that before we started the interview. We're down to 5 seniors. Yeah. We lost a couple, one to grades and one to, unfortunately, not being with us any longer. So we have 5 seniors, and obviously, as a whole, the 35 guys that we have going right now, the other 30, we want to send those seniors out on a good note on senior night. So we're hoping for a big crowd, and we're hoping to play well and get another win on the board.
Heard you guys talking about who's in our sectional, and that tournament draw is coming, isn't it?
It's coming this Sunday. So, obviously, probably in terms of record-wise, you're looking at Mooresville as one of the better teams in our sectional. Mount Vernon and Fortville, probably one of the better teams. And then you throw in Shelbyville and Newcastle and Connorsville and us and Greenwood. I may be missing one or two, but those are the teams in our sectional. So it's an interesting draw in Indiana. It's not like a lot of different states where it's based on your record. It's a blind draw, so it's very interesting. You can have the 2 best teams playing each other in the opening round of the sectional, or vice versa. So it really depends on the draw.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Commissioner, we always talk about how busy the staff is and how busy the schedule is around high school sports in our state. This week, throughout the week, the last week, this week, girls golf, boys tennis, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls cross country, unified flag football, week 8 of the high school football season, and the pairing show. You've had tournaments in all of those sports that we mentioned, plus we're getting ready for the football tournament. It is an incredibly busy time, to say the least, at the IHSAA offices.
It is, Bob. This is one of the busiest weeks of the year for our staff and for our association, but it's also one of the most enjoyable weeks because we have so many student athletes participating across the state. And, our congratulations go out to Evansville North in their girls golf state championship. That was our first championship of the year. And Caitlin Skinner was the Mental Attitude Award winner from Evansville North. We congratulate her. And Jocelyn Bruck, who was the medalist from Westfield High School. And we would be remiss if we didn't thank Doc O'Neill and Prairie View Golf Club for what they do for that golf tournament. It's just a tremendous experience for the young people. We had great weather, which I will take credit for.
You're welcome.
And
you should.
It was just a great atmosphere for our young ladies to play golf, and that was the start of a very busy week, as you've outlined.
All right, boys tennis regionals this weekend, plus semi-states, and then you also have the boys and girls soccer sectionals, boys and girls cross-country sectionals. It is tournament time, as we all know.
It is tournament time, and the tennis tournament is a compacted tournament where we play regional competitions in the middle of the week, and then we turn and have our semi-states on the weekend. Girls and boys sectional in soccer continues through the week with the championships on Saturday. The cross-country tournament starts on Saturday with 32 sectionals around the state. And then we're in unified flag football. We just completed our first unified flag football sectional, determined 8 champions, and now this weekend at 4 different sites around the state, we'll have regional games, 1 game at each site, and we'll bring 4 schools to the Colts Complex on West 56th Street on October the 13th for the first ever Unified Flag Football State Championship. So we're excited about how that went. A lot of great competition around the state in all of our sports, and it's a great time to be a high school fan right now.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox, joining us for our weekly conversation about IHSA sports. And not to mention the fact that we are at week 8 of the high school football season, and Paul Condry and I will be at your offices on Sunday for the pairing show. It just, again, I know it's cliched, but it seems like it has just gone by so quickly.
It flies by, and you're right. Sunday night we'll be releasing the pairings of the football tournament, and I know that we'll have a lot of football teams gathering in homes and restaurants and so forth to watch the pairing, to see who they're going to play in that first round. Very exciting time in our football program, and over 320 or 315 schools are going to participate in that football tournament, and everybody's on the edge of their seat to figure out who they're going to play in that first round.
We, the obviously have done it for a while, as has Paul, but I have to tell you that the social media aspect of teams gathering, sending pictures, videos of their viewing parties really is fun. And you can feel the electricity, as if there isn't already some, about the pairings. Just the way that teams react and what they're doing to get ready for that show has been kind of amazing to me.
You're absolutely right, Bob. And the association has embraced social media, and we have several platforms in which we produce our content, and we're looking forward and encouraging our schools to get together and view the pairing show. And that, I think it's a way for us to positively advertise and for us to promote the good things that are going on in education-based athletics. This is a wonderful time for high school kids to be a part of something very special. And this pairing show scenario that we've created, and not just football, but virtually every team sport that we draw in, has created a lot of energy and enthusiasm around those sports. And it does create more interest. And so we're happy to do that and looking forward to the pairing show for our football tournament coming up this Sunday night at 6.
The commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox, our weekly conversation about all things high school sports related in the state of Indiana. Commissioner, as always, thank you for the time. I look forward to our time on Sunday night.
Thank you, Bob. Look forward to it.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. Back once again here at Leibold Field. Great to have you with us. A beautiful night for high school football. Final game of the regular season here at home for the Red Devils. Again, you heard those guys talking a couple of moments ago. The tournament draw is coming up on Sunday, so we'll know exactly where the Red Devils will play in the first round. By the way, tonight's game brought to you in part by none other than your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Only $3.50. Every Friday, the tuna. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Let's take a look at the Anderson Indians as they come to town after a big win last week as they knocked off Indianapolis Tech, a team who, by the way, had beaten Richmond earlier this year, so they're 1-5 in conference play. They only average 8.6 points per game, but again, they are a team that can throw the football. We'll talk about that in a moment. They're giving up nearly 47 yards per game. They're averaging 176.1 yards per game. They will throw the football tonight. There is no doubt about it whatsoever, though the quarterback rating at only 67.5. They want to get out and throw the football. Rushing-wise, only 374 total yards, only averaging 53.4 so far this season. Watch out for Xavier Stokes, a senior, 6'1", 190. He had a career-high 313 yards and 3 touchdowns earlier this season against Muncie Central. He has thrown for 1,216 yards. He will be their main offensive threat here tonight. Keep an eye on Jalen Heidelberg as well. Heidelberg, a junior running back, 117 yards coming in, and they have some pretty good receivers as well. Malachi Qualls, a junior, 6'1", 180. He has 82 receptions this year for 678 yards. He will be the favorite tonight. Octavius Anderson, keep an eye on him as well. Number 13, 27 receptions coming into tonight's game. You can read about the quick scout on Anderson on our website at radiotroy.com. We will come back. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We will get this one underway in just a few moments right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Well, we're back again here at Leibold Field as senior night. Again, the 5 seniors being honored here this evening, and all the other seniors in the fall sports campaign. And the Red Devils hoping to get a win here tonight before we head to Kokomo next week. That'll be the final game of the regular season. This has been a fast football season, undoubtedly. It's been maybe one of the quickest we have seen, and Red Devils going to get a beautiful night here tonight for senior night as well. So the Anderson Indians will get the football first. Generally, they will have their deep man, number 28, Jalen Heidelberg. See if Heidelberg will be deep. Of the 2 that are back there, one of those is number 13 instead. So they're going to go with Octavius Anderson. He is deep. And also number 22, which is Willie Dennison. So the Red Devils will kick the football off. We are underway. It'll be a squib kick to the near side. It's going to be touched by the Indians, still loose, and at the 25-yard line is where that will be downed. So near dangerous play for the Indians right out of the gate here at 1st and 10. As we mentioned, keep an eye on their quarterback. It's Xavier Stokes, 6'1", 190. He can run and he can throw. Their second leading rusher. Again, one of the leading passers in the North Central Conference. They will try to spread the Red Devils out here tonight as much as they possibly can and put that ball in the air. 1st down and 10, again, football at the 25-yard line. Red Devils are showing blitz early. Of course, Jake Haynes, one of the leading tacklers in the North Central Conference, at over 9 tackles per game. There's jumping and a flag is down, so we have a penalty flag early on this one. And now we'll have to sort it out to see if somebody lined up off sides. I know there's some jumping on the Red Devils there. And that will go against Richmond. So instead of 1st and 5, it'll be 1st down and 1st and 10 will be 1st down and 5 now for the Indians, and they'll work out of the shotgun. Red Devils have seen a lot of shotgun formations this season, and again, a long snap count here for the Indians. They're going to run it right out of the gate over the left side to the outside, 40, and a big gain, 1st down out of the chute right off the bat. And that's going to be Willie Dennison, a junior running back, 5'7", 148 pounds for the 1st down. So the Indians surprising the Red Devils a little bit with the first play of the game, a running play. Just underway here at Leibold Field. 1st down again for the Indians. You see him again out of the shotgun formation, single back with 4 wide. Now they'll throw. Ball caught near side at the 47 and out of bounds near the 50-yard line. On the reception, Malachi Qualls. We mentioned Qualls earlier. He is their leading receiver and a guy who will catch the football quite a bit here tonight. Nose of the football right at the 50-yard line. Decent crowd here tonight on a beautiful night. We couldn't have asked for any better weather than what we're getting here this evening for high school football. We have the Anderson coaches to our left, so we can get maybe an idea what they might be doing. They're looking left. They were talking about going left. Throw to the near side. Ball's going to be caught. Maybe a gain of a yard or so. In fact, just a 1-yard gain on the reception again by Malachi Qualls. Not much there. Good pressure on the right side. By the way, the Red Devils are shorthanded again tonight. They're playing without their starting center, who's been there for the last 3 years, as Blaine Pierce out of the lineup here this evening. For the Indians, 3rd down and 3. Again, nose of the football at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Ball over the middle, and good coverage there by the Red Devils. In there for Richmond, that is number 7, Julian Holguin. And the Indians now with the 4th down and 3, so they got the football into Richmond territory. And now the Indians will bring their punting unit on. Ty Netherly Carter is coming in to punt it away. The Red Devils will have Trayshawn Jones deep. So Richmond is going to get the football for the first time here tonight. Trayshawn standing inside his own 15-yard line. Here comes the rush, nearly blocked. Not a good kick as it'll come to the near side and will take an Anderson bounce as it'll go out of bounds at around the 24-yard line. And now Richmond will take over the football, first down and 10. Well, the Red Devils coming in. We talked with Zach Hill a little bit yesterday, feeling more and more comfortable as he gets another start here tonight. Wyatt Bird was scheduled to maybe play tonight. He's not going to start. Bird leading the team with 579 rushing yards. Zach at 23 of 47 on the season, 257 yards, a 49% completion, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So Richmond's going to run the football, and they get a nice gain to the 30. DeMarco Owens got shut down last week, but a good gain here on his first carry of the night. That'll be a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4. 11 minutes remaining here in the opening period of play. Two teams trying to get off the snide, you might say, though the Indians picked up a nice win last week over Tech. So again, second down and 4. That is Holguin in motion. And again, it'll be Owens on the carry, finds a big hole, gets across the 40 out to the 43. First down, Richmond. They'll say that's a gain of 13 on the play, and Richmond able to run the football here early in this contest. We have coverage of the Northeastern Knightstown game tonight. We have coverage of the Union City and Centerville game tonight. We have coverage of this game tonight, the only media outlet with 3 games being covered here this evening. Here's the option. Hill will cut back, and he will get to about the 47-yard line. Hill not afraid to run the football. Zach is a tough kid, about 6'2", a couple of 100 pounds. His dad's a dirty basketball player, but he's a clean football player. That's the nice thing I like about Zach Hill, and you can check out his interview on RadioTroy.com that we had yesterday. So now the Red Devils with a second down and 5. They'll throw to the sideline. Here's Holguin at the 50. Cut back 45 and brought down near the 41-yard line. And another Red Devil first down. Good opening drive for Richmond. What has always been the problem this year for the Red Devils has been consistency, and that means keeping the drive going. They'll get into the opposing team's territory, and the next thing you know, they shoot themselves in the foot, but so far that has not been the case. Holguin and Snedeker to the near side. Trayshawn Jones, who could be a huge factor. Now the receiver to the right. That'll be the short side. Hashmark also to the right. Talked to Zach yesterday. He'd love to throw the football every down, but he knows the running game is a huge part of what the Red Devils do. And there is DeMarco again on the carry out to near the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. Eight minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the opening period of play. Richmond with the football, first time here tonight, and they are on the move against this Anderson defense who gives up nearly 49 points per game. They'll throw, ball caught. It'll be Trayshawn at the 30, trying to get extra yardage. Hold on to the football, Trayshawn. He does. He'll get to around the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. We mentioned Trayshawn just a couple of moments ago. He can be a huge factor here tonight with his size and the one-on-one coverage they've been going with him. In fact, the only guy that's there is Arthur Lucky, senior defensive back. Bryce Brown, you see, lined up as the H-back. Red Devils try to run it again. This time, DeMarco will slip and fall. So DeMarco falls. That'll be a no gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 10. .7:45 to go opening period. No score as the Indians make a change. They're bringing the big fella out. That's a Dion Love at 290. Here is Owens again, but a flag is down. That's probably going to be against the Red Devils. But that's something, again, we mentioned before, that if they get the penalty here, it's always a case where they end up shooting themselves in the foot. But the way that the Red Devils are reacting, it's going to be against Anderson, as they may have been offsides or jumped offsides either way. So the penalty again will be against the Indians. Illegal substitution. So in other words, they didn't get Love off the field in time. So Richmond will catch a break right here with the penalty. That should make it 2nd down and 6. Well, we have temperatures in the upper 60s, lower 70s on October, what is it, the 5th? That's incredible. Not complaining, though. So now it'll be 2nd down, as we mentioned. They're actually closer to 2nd down and 4. The scoreboard says 2nd down and 6. But again, we're looking at 4 yards here for the Red Devils. Here's Holguin. And around, looking for running room, as his cutback is going to be cut short a little bit. He got to the 20. That'll be gain of a couple. So Julian, who they still haven't figured out his name, is not Holguin, it's Holguin. Yeah. So now the Red Devils continue on the drive here in the opening period of play as Trayshawn Jones, you see Trayshawn making his move back to the other side, so it'll be on the hash mark to the right. Red Devils will work with 2 receivers to the near side, trying to get on the board at 6:43 remaining here in the opening period of play. They'll throw, and just out of the reach of Trayshawn, a little bit high for Trayshawn. That'll fall incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Well, we just talked about Trayshawn a moment ago, and that's an instance where they want to get the football in his hands. Red Devils don't have much of a kicking game right here, so they're probably going to go for it. We mentioned without the services that they had earlier this year, they don't have a regular kicker or a regular punter. They have John Carter, who's been doing it, but at this situation, they're going to go ahead and go for it. Richmond to throw. They're going to go to the end zone. Holguin is there. Touchdown, Richmond. "20 yards out of the score, and the Red Devils get on the board first, leading it 6-0. Boy, Holguin got behind the defender. He had one-on-one coverage here on the near side, and Richmond will strike first. And boy, you see the arm right there. That was great accuracy by Zach Hill. His ability to throw on the dime is proven right there, and the Red Devils are going to go ahead and go for 2 right here. Stack trips to the right. Again, with the lack of a kicking game, there is a penalty flag. You might as well go for it. And again, the Red Devils trying to establish themselves for next week as well. That'll go against Richmond. That may not be a bad penalty just from the standpoint it'll give them a little more breathing room right here. So we will take that opening drive and put that one in the books. And a good opening drive it was, finished off by the Julian Holguin touchdown. Red Devils will go stack trips to the right, single receiver split wide left. As Richmond is pretty much forced to go for 2 most of the time now. Zach throwing over the middle, and the extra point is good. The 2-point conversion to Holguin. And Richmond on top here tonight on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead it 8-0. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
That may have been the best opening drive the Red Devils have had all season long when you consider their defense able to get a stop against the Indians. They come right back. Did have a mistake in there, but still were able to overcome it. And so Richmond leading this one again 8-0 as there is a line drive kick once again. Indians from the 20. Red Devils special teams will make the stop, but not until the return man gets out to near the 37-yard line. And that's where the Indians will take over 1st and 10. We'll have updates from that Northeastern game and the Centerville game as well. So first down here for the Indians. 6:23 remaining here in the opening period of play. Keep an eye again on their quarterback, Stokes. Stokes will roll to his right. Throws near sideline. Ball's going to be caught at the 45. That's going to be a gain of 7 on the pass play. On the reception, once again, Qualls. Just runs a little out pattern right there for the first down. Stops the clock at 6:17 to go here in this opening period of play. So again, second down here for the Indians. Red Devils showing blitz up the middle once again. Long count here for the quarterback, who will throw to the sideline. Good defense by Richmond. Coming up to make the stop, Trayshawn Jones on the reception. That was Willie Dennison there for Anderson. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Indians. See what Richmond can do here to maybe get the stop as Stokes again out of the shotgun formation. Richmond showing blitz off the right side. As we mentioned, Richmond without one of their better players in Blaine Pierce. The roll by Stokes. Stokes will get the first down and more. 45, still on his feet at the 40s. He breaks another tackle. And a big run and a first down for the Indians. And we talked about that. Xander Stokes can run the football, and you got to respect what he can do with his legs as well, as he's able to get the first down. So again, football placed at the 40-yard line. 5:23 to go here in the opening period of play. Stokes again out of the shotgun formation. He'll roll. Has a receiver downfield, and I saw him from the beginning, and he makes the catch up the sideline. Touchdown. There he was. You could see him coming out. It was Willie Dennison who made the catch. He was wide open and able to get the score, and it's now 8-6. That'll go 40 yards in the touchdown. Boy, you can see that open up. So now the Indians will go ahead and go for 2. Boy, it's a pretty good arm right there by Xander Stokes as well. 5 minutes remaining here in the opening period of play, and the Indians answer right back. Stokes will work again out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Stokes rolling to his right, fires to the end zone, and that's going to be dropped in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was number 6, Malachi Qualls, but there for Richmond to knock it away, Eli Irvin. So the 2-point conversion is no good on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one, 8-6.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
We're back once again at Leibold Field. Great to have you with us for high school football here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Next week on the road at Kokomo. But Richmond, again, got that opening drive going, and now they lead it by 2. The Indians, nice way to come back. 5 minutes remaining here in the opening period. This might be a high-scoring affair by the time it is all said and done, but Richmond's going to get the ball again. You can follow along on our Twitter account at Radio Troy throughout the entire night, as we'll keep you updated on high school football. Trayshawn Jones is one of the 2 that are deep for the Red Devils. Good kick to the near side, and that will fall at the 10 and picked up by Holguin inside the 5. Holguin at the 15, the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet. A flag is down, and that's going to go against Richmond, I believe. They may get a block in the back or a holding penalty right there. That will negate a good run. Hey, want to remind you once again, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group, who has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-30-400. Now the penalty will mark the Red Devils back, and as you would expect, a block in the back penalty against Richmond, so moves them all the way back to the 16-yard line. Holguin to the near side. Trayshawn Jones to the near side as well. Ball will be marked at the hash mark to the right. Zach Hill again at quarterback, moving the necessary people around, and they'll run the football over the right side. That's going to be Allen, Quavian Allen there for the Red Devils. And by the way, Bird is not going to play tonight. He is in street clothes. We thought he was going to get a chance to play, but we do see Wyatt Bird on the sidelines in street clothes here tonight. So 2 starters out at least this evening between him as well as Blaine Pierce, your starting center. Second down at about 3 after a gain of 7 by Allen. 4:17 remaining, 8-6 here in the first period. There's an in pattern, 35-40, and Trayshawn makes the cut, falls down as he made his cut at about the 47-yard line. First down, Richmond. We just talked about Trayshawn a moment ago, that he could be big tonight because of his size. So nice throw again by your sophomore quarterback in Zach Hill. Boy, he put a bullet on that football. So now first down and 10, 3:55 remaining. Richmond again on top of this one. 8-6 here in the opening period of play. Hill again out of the shotgun. And it'll be Allen again on the carry. Allen will get to about the 45, another gain of around 8 yards. It'll be second down. Allen getting a chance to run the football again here tonight. It may be more of a running back by committee situation. So let's call it second down. They're going to say his knee went down at the 45, so we will call it second down and 3, and we're coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the opening period of play. As we mentioned, tournament draw is going to be coming up on Sunday. We will certainly have our eyes on that one. It begins at 6 o'clock. Red Devils again get everything set here and put a man in motion, and I think the Red Devils are going to call a timeout, and they will. So instead of losing the yardage or the possible yardage, the Red Devils are going to call a timeout and talk about it right here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top, 8-6.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond.
Good atmosphere here tonight as the Red Devils again lead this one 8-6. Good timeout right there for Coach Lewis and the Red Devils. Don't want to give up any yardage here if it's possible. By the way, we decided to go a little more festive on our scoreboard tonight. We want lots of colors on there. It's almost Christmas time, so we thought, what the heck. 2:56 remaining as Richmond again using their first timeout. Man in motion. Handoff on the misdirection once again inside the 40. And on the carry for the Red Devils, number 22, DeMarco Owens. So that's going to be a first down for the Red Devils once again. Owens able to run the football pretty well so far here tonight. So Richmond, another good drive here in the opening period as we're down to 2:34 remaining. And so far it is Zach able to do the job. Ball dropped this time by Trayshawn, had it at the 30, and that one just slips out of his hands. Ready to run with the football before he actually had possession. So now it'll be second down and 10, and that'll stop the clock at 2:23 to go. Trayshawn again, single coverage on the near side. He'll work against Octavius Anderson. Red Devils again will look to throw. Here comes the pressure. Ball thrown, ball caught by, that's going to be Holguin on the reception. Holguin at about the 33, maybe 34-yard line. Is there a flag down again? Boy, they throw those flags. There is a penalty flag down, right? I don't see it, though. I don't think there is a flag. So we're going to take that away. 2:18 remaining. Yeah, I don't see a flag on that possession. Almost thought that the public address announcer said there was a flag down, but that is not going to be the case. So again, Red Devils look to throw. Hill takes a shot, and that's almost intercepted at the 20. It was intended for Holguin. Good coverage here on the near side as Octavius Anderson is there. Zach again took a pretty good shot that time. And now the Red Devils with a 4th down and 6. Another 4th down here for Richmond. Ball's going to be caught by Holguin. Holguin a hole up the middle. Holguin to the outside, got the first down. .203 remaining now here in the opening quarter, and another nice pass play by the Red Devils as Holguin, who caught a touchdown earlier, another reception. Richmond out throwing the football. Now we'll go trips to the left. There'll be wide trips to the left. Single setback. That is going to be Owens. And Owens will get the carry over the right side. Owens, nice carry again. May get down to about the 12, possibly 11-yard line. I noticed my intern is not standing where I told her to stand. She's over there by the play clock. Second down here for the Red Devils. Here in the opening period. Again, Zach Hill will have Owens, and also checking in is the H-back, Bryce Brown. Hill will fake the handoff, throws, ball caught by Trayshawn. Trayshawn will be hauled down, but again, he's going to get close to the 5. Arthur Lucky there to make the stop. May even get close to the 4-yard line. Boy, I'm pretty good at this. It's Trayshawn. I mentioned Trayshawn could be big, and he's come up big again. This broadcasting is easy. That's right. I'm going to pat myself on the back. This is easy stuff here. So first down and goal now for the Red Devils. We'll put the football closer to the 5. I'm not sure what our clock operator is looking at, but that's not the 6-yard line. That's closer to the 5. Red Devils again will have Bryce Brown as the H-back. There's DeMarco Owens, hash mark right. Man in motion is Holguin. Holguin now back to the left, and it's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, and Hill inside the 5 down to about the 1. So the Red Devils knocking on the door once again. I don't think my intern is anywhere where I told her to be. Now she's way over there. And that's going to do it for the opening period of play. We have made it to the end of 1. Red Devils knocking on the door once again on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one, 8-6. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Back here at Leibold Field. Great to have you with us on a beautiful night for high school football. And the Red Devils off to a good start, leading at 8-6 as we're ready for the second period. Zach Hill has led the Red Devils on now what could be the second scoring drive of the night. DeMarco Owens will stay in. So far, the Indians have not had much of an answer for Trayshawn Jones. Jones just the one drop. That has been the one miscue he has had tonight, but Julian Holguin has been a key. Snediger will be set up to the right side. Red Devils have it now second and goal. Owens in the backfield. Owens gets the call, finds a hole over the left side. Touchdown, Richmond. Zach Hill, you see, coming back to the sidelines. They're going to go for 2 again. Again, nothing against their kicker, but John Carter not quite ready to handle the kicking duties. So the Red Devils will go ahead and go for 2 once again. They did complete a 2-point conversion a couple of moments ago on their first touchdown. They got the pass to Holguin. That is Holguin in motion. Zach to throw over the middle, and it's going to be knocked down, intended for Bryce Brown. There for the Anderson Indians. Number 52 getting a paw on that one. That was Ontarius Jones. And so the 2-point conversion is no good. on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top 14-6.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com.
There you see it, Richmond on top of this one, 14-6. Indians will get the football back here in the second quarter on this senior night. That one squibbed along the ground. The Indians are going to have pretty good field position and more, as this will go out of bounds on the far side. Israel Dates on the return, and boy, I tell you what, Dates nearly returned that one up the right sideline, so it almost backfired on the Red Devils. Hey, we brightened it up for you, too. Look at that. Football at the 49-yard line. First down and 10 for the Indians. Just underway here in the second quarter. Stokes again out of the shotgun. He, too, will work with an H-back. Both these offenses looking very similar here tonight. Stokes looks to throw. Has a man, and that's inside the 40 and dumped at about the 39. Trayshawn Jones in on coverage. On the reception, Joseph Jones. We got too many Jones and too many Octaviuses out here. We got Trayshawn Jones, Octavius Jones. We also had a couple of moments ago. Where's my other Jones at? Joseph Jones, who we mentioned a minute ago. We got about 4 Joneses. Second down at about a yard. Stokes rolling to his right. Stokes throws. Ball's going to be caught. Nice job keeping the ball and his feet in bounds. On the reception again, there he is, Malachi Qualls. I'm having trouble keeping up with the Joneses. Oh, another flag is down. See? I looked away and there's a flag down. That could be against the Indians. At least that's what the early indication is. Yeah, I can't keep up with the Joneses. Joseph Jones. Where's the rest of them at? There he is. Ontarius Jones. Trayshawn Jones. So the football marked back here for the Indians. Put it at the 50-yard line. So now you're looking at second down and about 11 here for the Indians. Stokes once again out of the shotgun. Stokes rolling again. They like to get him outside. Stokes will run it to the far side, and he will go out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. That'll stop the clock at 10:53. So Stokes will get a lot of that back. It'll be third down and 6. You got to contain Xander Stokes. Keep him inside the tackles. But, boy, they got some dangerous receivers. We already mentioned Qualls. We haven't seen Vinny Rayford yet. Rayford wears number 3. He's a very good receiver as well. Here's the pressure once again, and getting the sack for the Red Devils. Good job, number 54 coming in for Richmond. That is going to be Dylan Seiler, just a sophomore. All the way back to the 44-yard line. And now you're looking at fourth down and about 20. And the Indians will have to punt it away, and deep for the Red Devils will be Trayshawn Jones. So now Richmond a chance to get it back once again. There's a high snap. Boy, I tell you what, that was close to going over his head. Netherly Carter got a punt off, but it wasn't a very good one. And the Red Devils will have decent field position at about the 26-yard line. When visiting the Richmond area, there's one clear choice. When looking for the best place to stay, it's the Best Western Classic. At the Best Western Classic of Richmond, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. So first down, Richmond. Football will be placed right in the middle. No hash mark this time. Stack trips to the near side. Trayshawn Jones will have single coverage to the far side. Indians one late coming in. And again, Zach out of the shotgun formation. Handoff. It'll be Owens over the left side to about the 30. Richmond able to establish a decent running game early. It'll be second down after a gain of 4, so we'll call it second down and 6. And always at halftime, we'll have the Red Devil Marching Band for you tonight. And we'll get a chance to hear from Randy Hollingsworth. The team will play at the semi-state tomorrow. We'll hear from him and hopefully from Jake Miller as well. Zach to throw, fires over the middle. Ball's going to be caught. Trayshawn at the 45-50, brought down at about the 49-yard line. How about Trayshawn Jones? He's making me look really good tonight. First down, Richmond. And that's going to be a gain of 22. And again, they'll put the football at the 48-yard line of Anderson. .9:16 remaining here in the quarter. Boy, Zach showing the ability to throw that ball over the middle, and it was on a line. 4 wide again for Richmond. Here is the carry over the right side for a couple of yards. Not much there for Richmond this time as Owens gets the carry. Again, the Red Devils playing without their starting center, Blaine Pierce, and the duties now have been left up to Clayton Raper, a 5'11", 255-pound sophomore. Anderson making a change. Coming out of their lineup is Caden Johnson. So now the Red Devils 4 wide once again. Hash mark to the near side. 2 split to the left, 2 to the near side. That'll be the short side of the field. Keeping on Trayshawn. There is Trayshawn right there making the catch. Nice move to the middle. Oh, and he took a big-time hit staying on his feet at the 40. He got smacked by 51. Jack Gray held on to the football and still managed to get yardage down to the 40. He took a big-time hit right there. So now it's going to be third down at about 3. Again, football at the 41-yard line. Trips to the near side. Single receiver split wide left. That'll be Trayshawn Jones. Here's a little screen pass. Holguin, 35, 30. He will go to the end zone for the touchdown. And the Red Devils put 6 on the board as that one will go 41 yards in the score. And the Red Devils now lead it 20-6. Holguin, his second touchdown, but wait a minute. There is a flag down. And it's going to go against Richmond. Holy cow. So now you got to take the points off the board. You hate to see that. And Coach Lewis out talking to the official about the call. It's going to go against Richmond. The Richmond band hasn't figured it out yet that they got to bring it back. But it's good practice. Boy, Coach Lewis, I know he can't be happy with that. That was an excellent screen pass set up to Holguin. And yet now it's going to be a personal foul against Richmond. It'll stay at third down, but you take 6 off the board and you get penalized 15 yards all the way back to the 15. Boy, we talked about that again. Red Devils have just found ways to shoot themselves in the foot. Let's see if they can get it back right here. 7:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Red Devils now lead at 14-6. Should have been 20 at least. So now Zach looking to the sideline, still 6 seconds on the play clock. He's going to have to hurry right here. It's down to 3. Hill takes the snap, looking to Snedeker, goes deep to the near side to Holguin, double coverage, and he threw an interception. It'll be picked off. Coming over from his safety spot is Joseph Jones to get the interception, and the Red Devils not only give up the points, they also now give up the football. Boy, that one hurts. Well, he throws into double coverage that time, and it cost him. He had Snedeker open on the near side. It may not have been a big gain, but the Indians have a player down. That'll be the third interception. In fact, the guy who made the interception, that was Joseph Jones. He is the player that is hurt. We will take a timeout as well. The Red Devils have the lead in this one as they lead it now 14-6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management score.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Joseph Jones, after the interception, appears to be okay, and the Indians are glad for that. He did a great job coming over from his safety spot to make the interception. So not only the Red Devils get 6 off the board, they get the penalty that knocked it back 15 yards, and then they get the interception. So if there is a bright spot to this, they do have the Indians deep in their own territory. Here's the pitch. Indians running to the near side and out to about the 19. Trayshawn making the stop for the Red Devils off the run by Willie Dennison. So now it'll be second down. Let's call it 2nd and 5, and we're down to the 6:57 mark remaining here in this second quarter of play. Well, now we'll see if Richmond can keep Anderson out of the end zone once again here in the second quarter. Stokes again out of the shotgun, more the pistol this time. He's taking a step closer to the center. 2 receivers to the right. He's looking this side. He's going to throw to this side, and the ball's going to be caught. That's going to be Keyshawn Lemon. Makes the reception at around the 22-yard line. And that'll be third down at about a yard. Now, one thing you know about Xander Stokes already is that when he looks one way, he's going that way for the most part. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. The Indians will work with an H-back and one lone setback. Stokes rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure, able to get away from that pressure. Gets a block to the outside. Stokes tried to put his head down to get the first down. He may be very close. Coming up to make the stop for the Red Devils, that was Aquavion Allen. Now, depending on the spot of the football, will depend on whether the Indians were able to get the first down or not. They're going to say a short, so 4th down. The Indians are bringing on the punting unit. But keep an eye, make sure it's not a fake right here. Sometimes you never know what you might get. The Indians know that Richmond has struggled on offense this year. They may go for it, so keep an eye on their punter. They did not have a good snap the last time. This in a high snap, they will punt it away. This a better kick. End-over-end kick will land at the 45 and go out of bounds on the far side. So Richmond's going to have great field position. Today's game being brought to you in part by Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub. No artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. So first down, Richmond, hash mark left. Trayshawn to the bottom of your screen. Also in the slot to the right will be Julian Holguin, who's been big tonight. 2 touchdown receptions, 1 brought back. Hill to throw, in pattern. There he is again, Trayshawn at the 40, 35, and knocked down from behind inside the 30, near the 29-yard line. And Trayshawn Jones doing it again here tonight for the Red Devils. And he's making me look really good. .437 remaining in the second quarter. They just can't cover him even on that in pattern. The safety has to come over, but they have a different safety now that Joseph Jones is out of their lineup. He got hurt on the interception. Zach rolling to throw toward the end zone, and it may be picked off again. It was intended for Holguin. Holguin fighting for the loose football, and now we got to see who's got it. It could be either players' football. If it's generally a tie-up like that, they better get them apart. They're going to end up in a fight right here. Holguin thought he had it, and the official says it's going to be Richmond football. It looked like to me that Israel Dates had it, and the Anderson football staff, they're not happy. I thought Dates had it. But generally, they're going to give it to the offense when those 2 players get tied up like that. So Holguin, another big reception, and that'll be first and goal for Richmond. And there's a flag down, or they call timeout. A lot of times we don't even see the flag. I don't even see one right here. Well, the Anderson coaching staff next to us, they were beside themselves. Now, again, I don't see any indication of what that was. Indians will make a change, though, as coming into their lineup to play safety will be, or cornerback will be Willie Dennison. He's got coverage here on the near side against Trayshawn, and that ball is loose on the exchange. I'm not sure Richmond got it back. Let's see. Trayshawn Jones, I was about to say, had the coverage, one-on-one coverage to the near side, and DeMarco Owens able to jump on the loose football. Richmond almost threw the interception. Now they almost fumbled the ball on the exchange between Owens and his quarterback, Zach Hill. 3:26 to go here in the opening half of play. Snedeker wide left, Holguin wide to the left. Trayshawn Jones now to the near side. Owens will stay in. The H-back will be Bryce Brown. Here is the handoff. It'll be Owens trying to get to the outside. That could be a face mask, and it is. I could see that from up here. That's going to go against the Indians. The Red Devils are going to have a first and goal. That was a pretty easy call that time. 3:05 remaining. So now the Red Devils first and goal from the 1-yard line. Boy, look at him stack right there as the quarterback will keep it, and they're just going to give him a shove. Did he get across? Yes, Zach Hill for the touchdown. And Richmond had 6 taken away. They get it back right there. And as you know by now, the Red Devils will go ahead and go for it. Red Devils now with the 2-point conversion. Maybe we're kind of waiting to see what the Red Devils will do right here. I think they had a personnel issue, who they're going to get in and who they're going to get out. So now they finally come up with their personnel. Hill out of the shotgun, looking left, rolling right, and he is going to get rid of it, but no 2-point conversion, and a flag is down. Better put the flag right back up there. That may be a grounding penalty against the Red Devils. Richmond going for their second 2-point conversion, and they don't get that one. So there you have it on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. The Red Devils on top of the Indians 20-6. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
Back once again here at Leibold Field as the Indians will have this football roll out of bounds, and the flag will go down again. I guess I should have taken the flag off the last time, but we'll leave it up here for this one. Halftime again will show the Red Devil High School Band as they will perform for the final time here in this 2018 high school football season. Penalty will be marked off, and once they get it set, this crew almost looks like sometimes they're a little bit confused on who's doing what. They're going to make him kick it again. So the Red Devils will have to kick it one more time. Indians feel they can get better field position right here. 2:54 to go. See if Richmond can avoid giving up anything late here in the first half of play. By the way, next week we mentioned we go to Kokomo. The Red Devils will play a Wildcat football team is playing better. They got off to a horrible start, but they're now starting to pick things up, and we'll head up there for I think it's still a 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:30 pregame. If that changes, we will definitely let you know. Of course, every week we'll have Inside Richmond Football with head coach Tony Lewis exclusively on RadioTroy.com. All right, we'll do it again. Squib kick once again, as that will be at the 30. Nice return, 45, and out near midfield, and Richmond's trying to strip the football. Anderson's going to have excellent field position right here. Octavius Anderson on the return that time for the Indians, and so again it'll be first down and 10. Indians can score quick. We saw that earlier. The Red Devils got the first points on the board. The Indians came right back and scored right away. Xander Stokes, over 1,000 yards coming into this one here tonight as the Indians now trail it here by 14. The handoff, and a late handoff, and nothing there. May get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Octavius Anderson on the carry, and boy, what a year that the freshman Jake Haynes has had. Leads his team in tackles per game at over 9. Second down and 11 after a loss of 1. 2:16 remaining and counting here in the first half. Red Devils showing blitz up the middle. That's Jewel Taylor. Quarterback will roll and look to throw. far sideline. Ball's going to be caught out of bounds. There's his favorite target again, Malachi Qualls. He's a junior. And that's going to be a first down for the Indians. And you can move that football inside the 40 down to around the 37-yard line. 2 minutes remaining. Good job by Qualls to get out of bounds, save the Indians a timeout right here. Qualls again. One of the two wideouts to the right side. Looking to throw will be Stokes. Stokes this time over the middle. It'll be Qualls on the catch. Big catch in traffic. Heard that fall incomplete. Actually does fall incomplete as Qualls can't come up with it. So now it's going to be second down and 10. Thought that ball had squirted loose there and looked like maybe he was going to make the nice catch. So it'll be second down and 10. Two receivers to the right, single receiver to the near side. 1:55 remaining. Stokes again out of the shotgun. Looks to throw to the sideline, and that's overthrown. Pass intended for Malachi Qualls. So now it's going to be third down and 10 for the Indians. Yeah, Richmond's done a pretty good job here tonight against one of the top throwers in the North Central Conference in Xander Stokes. And you say, well, maybe his numbers are high because they're always playing behind, which is probably true, but they want to throw the football no matter what the situation may be. They came out running early, but since then they have really pretty much gone to the passing attack. And I'm glad that head official's in no hurry here. Third down and 10 here for the Indians. Football placed again at the 37. They'll look to throw. Stokes looking over the middle, has time. Now flushed out of the pocket, airs it out. Man wide open, coverage fell down. Touchdown Indians. That'll be Malachi Qualls there for the Indians for the score. And I'm not sure who fell down or the missed coverage on that far side, but somebody blew some coverage. And that's the last thing you wanted to do, was give up the 6 points here with a minute 41 remaining in the first half of play. So now the Indians will go ahead and go for two. The Indians missing an earlier opportunity for the 2-point conversion. 4 wide. Stokes again, this time a timeout call. That's unusual that you're going to call a timeout, but they do have still 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half of play. We'll take a break as well. The Red Devils lead at 20-12 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Well, the Red Devils again giving up that late touchdown here in the first half, so the Indians will have some momentum going into the second half of play. And now we'll be looking at, a 2-point conversion right here for the Indians. 1:41 remaining before the half. Yeah, that's pretty inspiring music we have being played here. All right, here we go. Stokes again out of the shotgun, 4 wide. Hard snap count, and he'll look over the middle, flushed out of the pocket, trying to find some running room. Here comes Richmond. He shovels that pass ahead. It's knocked down as there for the Red Devils. Once again, Julian Holguin. And so the 2-point conversion is no good on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. There you see it. The Red Devils lead it 20-12. We'll come back with the last 141 right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 Southeast Street in Richmond.
Well, the Red Devils give up the points. Now they will come back here in the final 141. Richmond doesn't want to make a mistake right here. I would think they would play this pretty cautiously. Here down the stretch and just try to get into the locker room without giving up anything else here at the end of this one. So the Indians will tee it up at the 40. Knowing the Indians, they may just squib this. That's a line drive kick, so very close, but now you outkick your coverage. Red Devils could have a good return right here as Holguin out across the 30 out to about the 32. So Julian will give the Red Devils the football in decent field position, but the Indians may have a player down as well, so they may be down one more. On special teams, number 29, Israel Dates. It was Dates who we thought might have had the interception earlier, but he is now down. We'll keep it here for the moment. As again, Richmond next week will travel to Kokomo, and that'll be it. The tournament draw is going to be Sunday night. That is a 6 o'clock start time. But again, once they figure out if Mr. Dates is going to be able to return right here, and we can do the last 134. He looks like he may have taken quite a shot right there. We'll go and take a break as well as Richmond again leading this one to the Wesley Bates. Well, now that I say that, he's going to get up, so we're going to keep it here. We will not go to a break. Now, Richmond, of course, with the way that Zach can throw the football, he can certainly give you a chance to get some points on the board. And, of course, we've already seen the ability tonight, again, of Trayshawn Jones, who has had that single coverage on the far side. You see now the Red Devils go trips to the near side. Zach, here comes pressure, gets rid of it in time. Holguin over the middle, and Zach had pressure from the outside. Coming on strong, the outside linebacker, that is Caden Johnson. 1:29 remaining. Now here in the first half, as that'll stop the clock once again. Red Devils, they've worked that play clock down several times. They've gotten inside 5 seconds. They still have 16 remaining on the play clock right here. Zach looking left, and that's going to be underthrown. It was intended for Trayshawn Jones, so that'll fall incomplete. That'll only take a couple of seconds off the clock as well. So a minute 25 remaining. In the lineup for the Red Devils, Eli Irvin. We saw him catch a touchdown pass last week as well. So Irvin will be one of the 3 receivers to the near side. Zach to throw again. This will be underthrown. Zach on the run, and he actually does a pretty good job throwing the football on the run, but that time he underthrows it twice. And the Red Devils now 4th down and 10. Now, here's what's dangerous about this. We mentioned the kicking game has not been good. John Carter's going to come in and punt it away. The Indians are going to get it back, and they're going to have pretty good field position no matter what. Deep man for the Indians will be Willie Dennison. He has pretty good speed, so Carter, who has struggled punting the football, is going to try to get rid of it here. If I'm the Indians, I come with everybody. Either way, you're going to get good field position, but, Carter struggled. Good snap. They don't charge as well as you thought they would, and that kick's going to be a short kick. It goes out of bounds on the far side, so the Indians are going to have very good field position right here. Still a minute 13 remaining. Where did they spot that football? At the 47, 49? They moved it back, so it'll be at, they're going to say 48. It actually hasn't made it to the 48, so it's actually going to be placed at the 49. So it'll be Indians football. $113 here for the quarterback, Xander Stokes. This is nothing for Stokes when it comes to throwing the football. Ball caught out of bounds, and there he is again. Malachi Qualls gets a first down. Qualls, a excellent receiver there for the Indians, a good possession guy. He doesn't drop it very much, so the football will be placed at the 37-yard line. That's the only song we have, I think, in our repertoire of music. Stokes again, shotgun formation. Indians trying to get on the board again here in the first half. Over the middle, man wide open. Ball caught at the 20. Still in his feet at the 15. And on the reception, there's Willie Dennison. And so the Indians again showing their ability to get down the field quickly. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. And again, the Indians able to march the football in just 3 plays. And now they're within striking distance. Stokes again out of the shotgun formation, looking to his left and should say to his right. The ball's going to be caught. Carter on the tackle, and again there's Malachi Qualls to make the reception. He gets out of bounds with 45 seconds remaining. The football will be placed at the 8-yard line. Thing is, Qualls has, if I'm not mistaken, he has single man coverage on that side against John Carter, only a freshman. I bet they're going to go back there again. If they're not going there, that'd be silly. There's Qualls over the middle. Quarterback's going to keep it, and that's probably not the play they were looking for, as Stokes will go down. Now, they still have. Now, the clock didn't move right there, which somebody downstairs isn't paying attention. But Anderson's going to call a timeout. They will still have 1 timeout remaining, and the Red Devils have a man down as well. And that is not good news. We will take a timeout. Red Devils on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard lead at 2012.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond, Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Her player Dylan Seiler, he is coming off the field. That may be more of a cramp than anything. They were working on his right calf, so he is out. And again, the Indians, they put the clock at 43-7. They didn't start it right away, but that's what they're going to say it is. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. The Indians can still get a first down in this possession. Well, they're going to overload to the right side. That'll be the short side of the field. This tells me they're going to try to swing it out there and get it into the end zone from there. Ball's going to be thrown toward the pylon, and he's out of bounds on the catch at about the half-yard line. On the reception once again was Malachi Qualls. First down, Indians. Qualls went to the sideline. He may have hurt his shoulder. And that would be bad news for the Indians. He is really hurting. So now the Indians have a chance right here to get to within 2. Boy, you just can't give up the football, and special teams will make a huge difference. Field position-wise. So now what's the delay? Did we get another timeout here by the Indians? They still say on the clock each team has 2. That's not the case. The Indians should have 1 timeout remaining, and they will now use their last timeout. On the Wesley Bates, and a weird finish to this first half. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond still leads it 20-12.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
This is a huge, huge possession right here for both these teams. The Indians trying to make sure that they get a score here, which I thought if Richmond could get decent field position may not happen, but when you had to punt the football away, the Red Devils unable to move on the 2 short passes they were underthrown. Gave the Indians not only the football back, but plenty of time on the clock, and now they're down to the 1-yard line. 37 seconds remaining, and the Indians have a little trouble getting the right personnel on. This time they'll go 2 to the right. That's going to be the short side of the field. Stokes looking to his left, throws on a slant pattern, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Keyshawn Lemon. I'm not sure that's a right call either. If you're Anderson, you're thinking, you know what, you can't run a half a yard into the end zone. 32.5, you still have plenty of time, but second down and goal now from the 1. Especially when you still have, well, Qualls is out. He is not in the lineup right at the moment. I'm not sure he's going to come back. He acted like he was really hurt, so they're without their leading receiver. They're going to spread it out once again. Stokes in the shotgun formation. He'll look left and now gets flushed out of the pocket. He's going to try to run it in, and he's not going to make it. Richmond's defense doing it again. Loss of yardage back to the 3, but guess what? There's a penalty flag down. And that's going to go against the Indians, I do believe, and it is. So Anderson gets another penalty. He was stopped to the quarterback at the 3-yard line, but now they'll mark it off and put him back at the 5. So now you're looking at second down and goal from the 5-yard line. 24 seconds remaining. Indians, I have them for no timeouts. Scoreboard says they have 1. I don't think that's the case. They're going to throw, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown, and a flag comes out as well. Holguin's going to get called for the interference, I believe, but Arthur Lucky there for the Indians gets the touchdown. And now let's see if that's going to be the case. Will it be against the Indians or will it be against the Red Devils? It will be against Richmond. It's Holguin who tried to step in, and so it was an interference call. That will be declined, and the Indians able to get the 6 on the board with 12.8 seconds remaining. And the Indians will probably go for 2 as well. Not a great finish for the Red Devils here before halftime. Boy, but it's pretty easy to figure out when you can throw the way they can, and they got those athletes. They can score on you. They'll look to throw again. Swing pass to the outside. 2-point conversion is good. Getting into the end zone, Willie Dennison. And just like that, we are tied at 20 apiece. 12.8 seconds remaining before halftime. We're going to keep it here for this timeout. That's a nice comeback for the Anderson Indians. Boy, but again, Richmond may have cost themselves when you consider the mistakes that were made on that one drive. Now Richmond, again, what you're going to do right here is just make sure you don't make another mistake and give up the football even at 12.8 and give Anderson even a remote chance to perhaps get close enough to get in scoring position yet one more time. By the way, Hagerstown up on try 24-14 at halftime. Connorsville and Lawrenceburg tied at 14 apiece. We'll have all those scores for you coming up a little bit later. By the way, the penalty was marked off on the kickoff right here, so the football will be marked at the Richmond 45-yard line. Anderson will kick this one out of bounds, and so they really don't lose much right there unless Richmond wants them to kick it again. I think they'll take it at the 35. I'm not sure that's exactly what they were looking to do there either. Probably wanted to squib that thing along the ground, but we've got confusion everywhere again. Nothing like a nice delay. So the football will be placed at the 35-yard line with 12.8 remaining here in the first half. And again, we're tied at 20. So Richmond could be their final possession right here. Zach out of the shotgun, 4 wide. Zach looking to dump it off. Ball tipped in the air. Holguin trying to come back and make the catch. It falls incomplete. That'll be 8.3 remaining. More pressure put on that time. That offensive line may be getting a little bit tired here in the first half as the Indians have gotten to Zach in the last couple of possessions. .3 could be the final play right here. I think Richmond may just kneel on it, not even force any of the action. That's going to be the case. So we're going to go to the locker room on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 20. Your halftime report coming up in a few moments. Stay right there. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics. You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Once again is the Richmond Marching Band here tonight. We want to talk a little bit about the Richmond tennis team. They will be in action coming up tomorrow. It is semi-state time after the regional victory. I had a chance to talk with not only their head coach, Randy Hollingsworth, but also one of their players, one of their seniors in Jake Miller. Here's what Jake had to say after their win this past Thursday. Well, Jake, what does it mean to win this one here tonight? You guys came into the sectional. I know Coach said maybe haven't played as well as you'd hoped even after that second-place finish at Delta. What was the difference in your estimation between the sectional and the regional?
Just kind of better quality teams. I thought the teams hit a little bit harder pace and played more conventional. Like when we play the county schools, they play a little bit like, I don't know really how to call it, but it's not really conventional tennis. But they hit it with better pace here. But we didn't play our best, though. But we got a couple days to get it ready for Saturday, though.
Yeah, let's talk about this one tonight, another 5-0. You beat them last time, so was it an advantage psychologically coming in?
Yeah, we played, I think, the same one doubles team for the last 2 years, and we just know kind of what they do. One of the kids hits a really hard first serve, and the other kid just gets a lot in play, so we just kind of prepared for that. They gave us a good fight. We didn't play good, but, you know, it was all right, though. We still got the win.
You know, as a senior, what does this mean, knowing that you still have another step, and certainly that's going to be a challenge. We'll talk about that in a moment, but to now put your legacy on this team as well?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, just coming out here, this is my last match playing here at the Tiernan Courts. It was kind of emotional. I mean, it was a tough match, but, you know, just coming out here, just playing every day and just getting it down and getting it done. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, winning never gets old, does it? I mean, especially when you're thinking about this level.
No, it doesn't. It's fun. I think what are we now, 20-1, so we just got to keep that rolling, and hopefully we don't lose. But Saturday we got a big one, and that'll be a tough one, but I think we can get it done, though, if we play well.
Yeah, there's some pretty good teams, and there's no doubt about it coming up next. How do you guys approach that? Is it just, listen, we just need to worry about ourselves, not think so much about them?
I think so, yeah. I mean, Center Grove, I know they're talented. I don't really know anything about them, though. I just know they're 4th or 5th in the state, but that doesn't really matter, though. I mean, it's postseason now. That was regular season, so it's postseason. But I think if we just come out and play strong and like what we have all year, they'll have to play good to beat us. I mean, that's been pretty much our mentality all year.
You know, the other thing is, and we talk about opportunity, and that's certainly a great opportunity for you guys, because I'm sure they're over there thinking, okay, it's Richmond. They're not ranked but 28th or whatever, and maybe they don't play as tough of a regional as we do. Do you guys feel, I want to say the word disrespected, but do you have something to prove here?
Yeah, I feel like we've been kind of disrespected all year. I don't think we're the 28th best team in the state. I think we're top 20 at worst, and I think that if we just go over there and show them like what we are, if we get off to a quick start, I think they'll be kind of freaked out and not really know what to expect. I think we can get them then.
You know, from a senior standpoint, you being through this before, you have that experience. That's got to be a big help too.
Yeah, it does. I mean, last year we didn't play real good at semi-state. I remember that. It was a real windy day, and but I hope the weather's good this year. I think if we play just like our normal selves, I think it'll be good. And I mean, I know it's going to be my last match, and if I just go out and play bad, I just know I can't get it again, so I just got to go play good.
Well, speak of that then mentally, how do you keep yourself focused on that day? And I know none of us like to think about maybe the last time, but how do you stay focused?
It'll just motivate me, knowing that I'm done if I lose. So I just think if I just go out the mentality to win and get every point and play my hardest, so it'll be fine.
I'm going to ask you one last thing. Just what do you offer some of the younger guys that haven't experienced maybe as much as you guys have as seniors to keep them at an even keel too?
Just have fun. That's pretty much the main thing. That's been our goal all year, just have fun.
Jake Miller once again talking a little bit about what to expect coming up on Saturday. We'll come back. When we do so, we'll hear from Coach Hollingsworth as well. That's coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Richmond Football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Well, as mentioned a little bit ago, the Red Devils going to semi-state tomorrow. Chance to also talk with their head coach, Randy Hollingsworth, who's been there many times. He knows the field on Saturday is going to be a good one. Coach, another great win for you guys. You know, you've been here so much. I would imagine that experience certainly pays off during playoff time.
You know, it sure does. A lot of our guys have been here before, 3, 4, 5, even longer than that years. And we know what to expect this time of year. It takes hard work, and, we've worked hard all season.
Are you, I think I asked you this right before the sectional began, if you guys were playing maybe your best tennis right now, and you said, well, we got some work to do. What was the overcoming factor, not only in the sectional, but then coming back and winning the regional?
I think a lot of it's just believing in ourselves. We played a good Marion team a few weeks ago, and winning that NCC, getting by them, I think was a big hurdle for us, and we've carried that into postseason.
Talk about this one here tonight, another 5-0 win. I think you played a pretty good team again here tonight. Just talk about what it was, the factors tonight that got you through.
I think a lot of it's confidence. We'd beaten them a couple weeks ago 5-0, so we knew coming in the match we could beat them, and just played like we had all season with just very solid play.
That has to be nice, though, to know that you didn't overlook them, because sometimes you can beat a team during the regular season and then get to tournament time, they kind of amp things up.
We talk about that a lot going into sectional, where we've been the favorite. It just takes one time to lose and you're gone. And, the old cliche, one match at a time, 1 point at a time, set game at a time. And we talk about that a lot, and hopefully it sinks in.
Hey, Coach, before we talk about what's next, this never gets old, does it? I mean, no matter how many times you win this thing and advance, it's a lot of fun.
It doesn't. We always have really good guys on the team. Going back to when we had Josh and Adam on the team, that's a great group of kids. And every year we get a really good group of guys, and it's fun every year.
I'm sure you wouldn't include Adam if you knew he was skipping the Notre Dame Virginia Tech game to go to a wedding. Come on, really? You put him in the same breath?
He's a great guy. Loved having him on the team and coaching with him. He's a good guy.
Coach, what's next? Talk about the next step, because it gets harder and harder and harder. You've been there before as well. What do you guys got to do to make that next step?
It does. We're going to probably play 5th-ranked Center Grove, Terre Haute South in there too. They're ranked, I think, 7th, and Park Tudor's 8th. So we're going to have our hands full, but we're going to go and play hard, and hopefully we can get a win. We're going to have to play well and hopefully catch some breaks, but I think we got a chance.
At this level, I always talk about opportunity. It is really a great opportunity for you guys.
It is. Just getting back there, and teams know, hey, Richmond's coming, and we've been there for several years in a row, and they know we're a good team.
Head coach Randy Hollingsworth, after, again, their tournament win on Thursday, as they ended up winning the regional. If we get a chance, if we have time, in fact, let's go ahead and do this. We also have from the state girls golf tournament this past week, they had the mental attitude winner in Caitlin Skinner. Let's go to that feature now.
It's time for Beyond the Uniform, where we shine light on this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner. This student athlete has done an exceptional job demonstrating excellence, not just in their sport, but also in their school and their community. Now here's Coach Bob Lovell with this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. This is our first Mental Attitude Award winner of the year, and certainly we're excited every time we get a chance to talk to these young men and women. The 2018 Mental Attitude Award winner for girls golf goes to Caitlin Skinner from Evansville North High School. And Caitlin, congratulations on this great honor, and congratulations on another state championship for you and your teammates.
Thank you so much.
Coming in to this, you felt good. I mean, you won the championship in 2015 and 16, so I think you have to be confident coming in to the championship this past weekend.
Definitely. We just wanted to make sure that we had the right attitude going in. The whole season, we had one goal, and that was to make it to state and then play our best up there.
Well, I think you did collectively. How did you shoot on the day?
First day, I shot a 76, and then the second day, I shot a 73.
Well, you know what? It's a great way to go out, winning your championship. And then when you hear your name called as the Mental Attitude Award winner, were you prepared for that? Did you think that was a possibility?
I didn't even know I was nominated. No one told me. And I kind of forgot about it because it was like every year we get up there and you hear about it and you're like, oh, that's really cool for that person. But, like, it never really sinks in that, like, you have the chance of receiving that award. And so whenever I was listening, they were describing it, and there's a girl who goes to one of the other schools, and I was like, oh, it's totally her. She's one of my favorite people to play with. And I just, like, was thinking of her, and one of my friends, like, tapped me on the shoulder, and they're like, oh, my God, what if this is you? And I was like, totally not. Like, I probably didn't even get nominated. Like, I didn't know how it worked. And then they said Evansville North, and since I'm the only senior at my school, I was like, wow, that's cool.
Well, it is cool. And to be the only senior on your team and win 3 state championships in 4 years. When did you get started playing golf?
I started when I was 5 years old.
So it and what appears to be singing, vocal work seem to be some of your passions.
Yes, definitely.
So you've been part of 3 state championship teams, academic all-state, academic all-city, all-conference, honorable mention, academic all-state. You've medaled in numerous tournaments, National Honor Society, Student Council, Link Crew, Teen Power, Concert Choir, Varsity Choir, One Voice, Spring Musical, Militia Pep Club. Those are just some of the school organizations, not to mention what you do in the community and your volunteer work with Dream Center and Crossroads Affordable Christmas and on and on. How do you find the time to do this?
Definitely time management is something I've learned for the past 4 years. A lot of the organizations I'm involved in have very, like, specific times that we meet, and so it's really easy for me to plan out and figure out when I'm going to do my homework and then go to my meetings. And I've been involved in them since I was in 7th or 8th grade, most of them, and so it's really easy. They just become part of my daily life, and I have fun with them, so it's really easy to fit them in because I want to go to them.
Well, it sounds like you've obviously managed that and managed it well. Westside Nut Club, Youth of the Day, Magna Cum Laude, Honor Roll 6 semesters, Citizenship Award for 6 semesters, Homecoming Court member this past year, ISSMA Vocal State Competition where you've won 2 individual gold ratings, Evansville Junior Golf Association Player of the Year. When you look back at that, you've accomplished an awful lot when you were 5 getting started. Do you ever think you'd have this type of career on and off the golf course?
I mean, definitely not. When I was little, I mean, everyone plays like 1,000 sports when they're little and tries to find the one that they're good at. And I really was attached to golf. And I played soccer and basketball, but I'm on the short side, so it's hard to play those sports. And I found golf was something that I could play with my friends, that I could play with anyone. It wasn't something that I got tired of easily. And it was something that I played in the summer, and I just loved going to tournaments. They made them fun for us. We'd play on the par 3 executive courses around town, and as I got older and I wanted to move up to the big courses, and I had an older sister and her friends to look up to that played too, and so that was just something that I was like, eventually I got to the point where I was like, I want to get to their scores. I want to shoot par like they can, and it intrigued me, I guess. The game intrigued me. Well,
now the decision is where we're headed to college. You're talking about maybe being a teacher, a high school golf course, or a golf teaching professional, and I know you're looking at a number of schools. This will be a difficult decision, will it not?
Definitely. I want to find somewhere where I'm going to be able to play golf because, I mean, that's something I obviously have a big passion for, and I don't really see it exiting my life just so I can go to college. And so there are opportunities for me to play, and I want to take advantage of those when I can. And I just want to find somewhere where I enjoy the campus and the team and just the community there.
I'm certain that you will. I wish you the best. Caitlin Skinner from Evansville North High School, 2018 Girls Golf Mental Attitude Award winner. Caitlin, again, congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
We're back once again here at Leibold Field as we get set for the second half. Hopefully you enjoyed all of our halftime features here tonight. Of course, the boys tennis team playing in the semi-state tomorrow, and the feature with the girls golf mental attitude winner as the girls golf season came to an end last weekend. So we're ready to get things underway. Richmond will get the football. Things may get a little foggy by the time we're done here tonight. We've had some mist roll in here in the last 15-20 minutes. It's getting a little bit heavier all the time, so we'll see if that'll be a factor in this one here tonight. So Anderson will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And Richmond again will have Trayshawn Jones, one of the two deep men, the short kick. Jones at the 12. He'll cross the 15 and out to the 26-yard line, where he'll be dropped at first down and 10. Trayshawn with a touchdown in the first half. Targeted many times in the first half as well. Much of the crowd is not come back yet to see the second half. So again, just underway here in the third. Richmond spread offense once again. Nothing different here as they will continue to work out of the shotgun formation. High snap. Owens on the carry. Owens going to get dumped for a loss. That time the Indians coming, that was Ontarius Jones, their defensive lineman, 6'1", 220 pounds, to drop him for the loss. And so the Red Devils now faced with a second down and 13. Not a good start for Richmond to begin this third quarter. So now the Red Devils will have one receiver to the near side. Jones will be split wide to the left. Shotgun again. Here's Owens off the left side, and Owens gets hit and still able to get to the 30-yard line. First one to hit him was 62 Marcus Cullum, 6'3", 190-pound edge rusher. 10:56 to go here in the third quarter is Richmond's first possession. Now we'll have third down and long. We'll put the football at the 30. They have to get to the 37 for the first down. Red Devils don't have a whole lot of depth to work with. These guys have been playing pretty much the entire first half. The good news is no significant injuries so far. Hill to throw, and in and out of the hands at the 40-yard line. Trayshawn Jones went up with one hand, couldn't bring it down. That'll fall incomplete. And the bad news again here for the Red Devils is here comes their punting unit. John Carter's just a freshman. That's a tough situation to put John in, as he will now have to punt the football away. Carter again takes the snap. This one a high but short punt. Will land at the 50 and take a Richmond bounce and go out of bounds on the far side at around the 41-yard line. And that's where the Anderson Indians will take over first and 10. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Contact Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group at 969-3400. First down and 10 for the Indians. 10:25 remaining here in the third quarter. And they'll throw right out of the chute, and that's going to fall incomplete on the far side. Or did he make the catch? Looks like he did make the catch. That's number 22. That is Willie Dennison once again. That'll be a gain of just 4. It'll be second down and 6. Indians got the 2 scores late in the first half to tie this ball game at 20 apiece. And now their first possession of the second half. They'll throw to the sideline. Look out. I'm not sure who was even in the vicinity. There was a mix-up right there, as maybe the closest may have been Octavius Anderson. So now it'll be third down and 6. 9:49 remaining in the third. Tied at 20. Indians once again will have 2 receivers to the near side, and the lone setback in their backfield is A.J. Ivey, just a sophomore. Indians will look to throw once again. Football again at the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation. They've got a man over the middle, and he overthrew him. He was wide open. That was Octavius Anderson, and Xander Stokes just missed him, and he knew it. So now the Indians will have to give up the football. It's going to be fourth down and 6, and that would have been a definite first down for the Indians right there. Trayshawn Jones will be deep, standing inside his own 30 near the 25-yard line. Netherly will punt it away. High snap gets away from Netherly, and here come the Red Devils, and will dump him for the big loss. Special teams mistake by the Indians may cost them right here, as Richmond will get the football, and they'll have excellent field position here in the third. We have seen already a couple of times where the snap went high. Netherly able to bring it down the last 2 times, that being Netherly Carter, the senior, but this time too high, and it goes over his head, so the Red Devils get a break right here with 9:37 remaining in this third quarter. So Richmond, for the second time, will have the football here in the third. Bryce Brown will be the H-back. That is Brown in motion as he'll slide to the left. Handoff. Richmond running the football over the left side, and there he is again. That is DeMarco Owens on the carry, the sophomore. Actually a freshman And I see there is a flag down as well. Owens again, if he continues to develop the way he has over the last couple of weeks, will get more playing time. Of course, Wyatt Bird not playing tonight. The way the Red Devils are reacting, it's going to be against Richmond, and it is. So again, another penalty. This must have been a holding penalty as it's marked all the way back to the 38-yard line. So now it'll be 1st and 20 as the clock runs here in the third at 9:27 to go and counting. So Richmond, another mistake deep in Anderson territory. Red Devils work with 2 receivers again to the near side. Hash mark left. And Owens will stay in as the lone setback. That is the man in motion on the handoff for the Red Devils. Will be Julian Holguin. Short gain that time. He may get 3 on the carry. So now it's going to be 2nd down and about 17 for the first down. Red Devils make a change in their offense. Here comes Eli Irvin. He will check in, and that means we'll see Bryce Brown come out. So the Red Devils will now go with more of a wide open offense right here. They like to go trips to the near side, and that's exactly where they're at. As Richmond looks to throw near sideline, and that's going to be out of the reach, intended for Snedeker. So now the Red Devils faced with a 3rd down and long. That'll stop the clock at 8:55 to go here in the third. Well, you can even see some of the fog beginning to settle a little bit. In fact, that may be it right there. The fog is settling on the field. Kind of odd, right where the football is. So 3rd down here for the Red Devils. Zach to throw, pumping, now rolling. He'll throw downfield, and it's incomplete. It's short of Trayshawn Jones. Again, more pressure put on Zach as he got outside the pocket. He took a shot once again from Marcus Cullum. And now the Red Devils faced with a 4th down and 14. Each team now with their allotted timeouts of 3 in the second half. Richmond's going to go ahead and go for it right here, and really can't blame them. Again, the way that the punting game has gone for them since about midway through the season. Zach again will look to throw, and he throws a little screen pass to the outside. Trayshawn will get to about the 31, and that's it. So Trayshawn Jones on the reception, and Richmond will give it up on downs. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Best Western Classic of Richmond. When you're looking for a place to stay in the Richmond area, there's none better than the Best Western Classic. At the Best Western Classic, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. Anderson football, 1st down and 10. We'll put it at the 30-yard line. Quarterback once again is Xander Stokes. Stokes out of the shotgun, and they're going to run the football. Big hole up the middle down to the 41-yard line. We just mentioned A.J. Ivey, 5'9", 185 pounds on the carry. That'll be another 1st down for the Indians. They're going to put that football just across the 40. 8:26 to go here in the third. Richmond at one point had a 20-6 lead, but the Indians coming back to tie it at the end of the second quarter. Indians will shift to the line of scrimmage as they work out of the shotgun once again. Ivey, the lone setback. Quarterback will keep it himself. 45-50. Gets to the outside. 45-40. Up the left sideline. He may have stepped out of bounds, and he did on the cutback, but he got down to about the 27-yard line on the carry. And another 1st down for the Indians. This time it was The quarterback keeper called his own number, Xander Stokes. He's the second leading rusher on their team. 7:58 to go here, and Anderson now threatening to take the lead in this third quarter. Tell you what, Xander Stokes, very dangerous. He had that lead blocker, Ivy, big body in front of him, helping to lead the way on the carry. Stokes again in the shotgun. Stokes looking to his right. Here comes pressure, and he had to get rid of it before he wanted to. Pass intended for Dennison. Falls incomplete. Good pressure put on up the middle by Richmond. That was LaMarcus Thompson, one of the down linemen there, to put pressure on Xander Stokes. As it falls incomplete, it'll be second down and 10. And like the fog was here, the fog is now gone. Isn't that amazing? Mother Nature's a mad scientist. Second down and 10. Here we go. See if the Red Devils can stop the Indians right here. Stokes again in the gun. Hands off to Ivy. Ivy keeps his balance over the left side, gets inside the 25, very close to the 23-yard line. And it's going to be third down now for the Indians. It'll be third down at about 7. So now the Indians have a decision to make right here. Now, they have not had their leading receiver, Malachi Qualls. He got hurt in the first half, and he has not been back since. So they're playing without their best possession receiver, and yet still managing to stay right with the Red Devils here in the second half. Ivy stays in as the lone setback. Stokes will have 3 wide, 2 to the far side, hash mark left. Stokes to throw, has time, now flushed out of the pocket, gets rid of it down to the near side, and that could be interference. Let's wait and see. No. It falls incomplete. Pass was intended to Keyshawn Lemon, and the Red Devils had coverage on the near side. That was pretty good coverage that time by 28 for Richmond, which is Evan Crisp Guess. So now the Indians, like the Red Devils, will go for it here on fourth down and 7. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver split wide to the left, and again we'll work off the hash mark to the left. H-back working to the left as well. Ivy the lone setback. Anderson looks to throw. Sets up. Flushed out of the pocket. Boy, pressure coming. Will he get away? Yes, he does. Good job by the quarterback, Stokes, and he throws, and the ball's complete on the far side, or no. They're going to say it is incomplete. It was right in front of the official, Octavius Anderson, unable to hold on to it, and that'll fall incomplete, and it'll be Richmond football. 6:51 remaining here in the third quarter, and we will stay at 20 apiece. That's a pretty good throw by the quarterback, Xander Stokes, on the run. Had pressure all over him. So now the Red Devils take over the football once again. Each team with a couple of possessions here in the second half, and both teams unable to do anything with it. First down and 10, Richmond. Again, the football laying at the 24-yard line. Hill will hand off. Here is Owens on the carry. He will get stopped. DeMarco may get a couple on the carry, and that was about it. Good interior defense. Boy, you have Davis and Maiden and Watson, Cullum and Harris, guys that are up front there for the Indians. So it'll be second down and 7 after a gain of 3. 6:25 remaining here in the third, still tied at 20 apiece. Snedeker, the lone receiver, to the far side of the field. The Red Devils work on the short side, hash mark right. The handoff, and it'll be Owens. Owens to the 30, and he gets drilled at about the 31-yard line. He takes a big hit after a gain of about 3, and the Red Devils now faced with a third down. And you're looking at about 3 for the first down. Boy, Big 51 came in there and hit him pretty hard. Jack Gray, the outside linebacker, he's playing actually defensive tackle. He had the hit that time. Third down and 3. 5:40 remaining here in the third. Zach hasn't thrown a whole lot here in the second half yet. High snap, handoff, and Richmond's going to get the first down on the run to the 35-yard line. Owens again on the carry for the Red Devils. Big 76. Dion Love at 6'2", 290 there to make the stop for the Indians. Love will come out as the Indians make a change. They bring another big body in as DeAndres Coleman at 6'5", 310. They just got bigger. First down and 10 for the Red Devils. And once again, man in motion is Holguin. Holguin on the sweep around the left side. Has blockers 40 and hogtied at the 45. He's going to get close to another first down. He took one up around the neck area, the shoulder area. Ball had come loose, but I think they called him down even though DeMarco came up with it. And they're going to say it's a gain of 9. It'll be second down and 1. 4:40 to go here in the third. Red Devils again with 2 receivers to the near side. This time they'll work it off the hash mark left. Again, you have Trayshawn Jones, single coverage on the far side. Owens off the carry. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4. Owens the workhorse here tonight in the running attack for the Red Devils, and that clock down to 4:17. And Richmond gets the first down right there as they mark it very close to the 48-yard line. Coming up on the 4-minute mark now, this one working quickly in the third quarter. Red Devils have an H-back, and there's the snap, and it was an unexpected snap that time. A flag will go down. That's going to go against Richmond. And again, when you look at Raper, the center, he heard what he thought was the snap count, and they were moving men in the backfield. That's going to cost Richmond 5 yards. Boy, again, you start making progress, and then you shoot yourself in the foot. That's what happens a lot of times when you're a football team. It's 1-6. So now it moves them back to the 43-yard line. So it'll be first down and 15. They'll have to get to the Anderson 41 for the first down. And now the officials will stop the clock here as they haven't quite got things set up. The line judge on the near side now making his way over. And here we go. 3:40 remaining. Holguin in motion from right to left. They'll hand it off to Owens. Owens running to a huge crowd right there and then gets driven back. He may get 3 out of the carry, and that's about it. Not a whole lot of running room. Big 62 in there to make the stop this time. Marcus Cullum at 6'3", 190 pounds, though he plays heavier than 190. Still quick as a defensive tackle. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Owens is out. Red Devils give him a break, and that means we'll see a new running back in the lineup in Allen, who will step in. This time the Red Devils will bring Trayshawn Jones to the near side. He has one-on-one coverage. And handoff, it'll go to Holguin. Holguin sweep to the right. Holguin nowhere to go, and he's going to lose some big-time yardage on that play. Making the stop, there's Jack Gray again, the defensive lineman, making the stop, and Holguin may be hurt now. Holguin favoring that right ankle. He comes out. Eli Irvin will come back in, and so now the Red Devils lose another starter. And hopefully he's going to be all right. Well, there was nowhere to go. It's going to be third down and 16. The football back to the 43-yard line. Richmond has not targeted Trayshawn Jones much here in the second half at all. 2:10 to go. Jones split wide to the left, hash mark near side. Zach to throw. This time ball tipped in the air and it falls incomplete. It was intended for Trayshawn. In on coverage was Octavius Anderson, but somebody on the defensive line able to knock it down and got a hand on it. The Red Devils now faced with a 4th down and 16. So now put the football again at the 43, and if Richmond plans on punting it away right here, they just haven't had a whole lot of success, and that's going to be an Achilles heel for them the rest of this season. Anderson has a man deep all the way back to his 22-yard line. John Carter will punt it away, standing at his own 31. Good snap. Here comes the rush. This time a better kick by Carter. And that ball will land inside the 25. And it's going to take a Richmond roll all the way down to about the 8-yard line. Good kick there. That's the best we have seen for John Carter this season. And tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub, no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Wednesday, the turkey breast, Thursday, the Italian BMT, and Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. 1:46 remaining here in the third. Xander Stokes will have to operate with very little room to work with. Again, the football at the 8-yard line. Ivy, the lone setback. H-back lined up to the left side. Hash mark to the left as well. Ivy gets the call, and Ivy may get a yard before he's driven back. Forward progress, but it was Jackson Haynes, the first one to greet him for the Red Devils. So Ivy may be a little bit shaken up as well. And they will stop the clock, maybe. The official said stop the clock, and the game clock keeps running. Gee whiz. So we've got a timeout on the field as well. I guess the guys downstairs want to get home and watch some baseball playoff action. We'll take a break as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 20.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Second down and 11 now for the Indians. 1:21 remaining following the injury timeout. They're going to throw, and it's going to be intercepted. Trayshawn Jones at 6'4", reaching up to make the interception at the 35-yard line. And Richmond takes over the football. First and 10. It helps to be 6'4". Big turnover there for this Richmond defense, and now they'll take over in excellent field position. Tied at 20. No one scoring here so far in the third quarter. Snedeker in the ball game, split wide to the left. 2 receivers to the near side. Trayshawn will now turn from defensive back to wide receiver. Let's see if they're going to go after Trayshawn again. We have not seen Holguin come back in after he got hurt in the last possession. Bryce Brown is the H-back. Here's the handoff to Owens. Owens trying to fight his way over the left side, gets driven back, may get a yard or two before he is dropped. Coming in again, Jalen Maiden, the inside defensive tackle, there to make the stop. Jewel Taylor will come in for the Red Devils. Bryce Brown will sit down. And we're under a minute remaining here in this third quarter. Neither team, again, able to do anything with it really offensively. Both teams making some mistakes here in the third quarter. Two teams, you can tell, trying to get that second win of the year, and Richmond trying to get their first in the NCC. Zach to throw. Ball caught by Trayshawn at the 30. He takes a hit. He goes down. Trayshawn has taken a couple of big hits tonight. This time it was Jack Gray once again who met him back on the inside. And let's see if Richmond can get one more play going right here. Third down and about a yard and a half for the first down, and Richmond's not going to run another play. They will settle for a scoreless third quarter. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, We're tied at 20. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for the right place to work out, a place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU, focused on you.
We're back once again here at Leibold Field as we have 12 more minutes on the clock, and so far nothing decided in this one as both teams scoreless in that third quarter. It will be 3rd down and 2 now for Richmond. Owens will stay in as the lone setback. Trayshawn Jones split wide to the left. 2 receivers to the right now for Richmond. I think Holguin may be back in. He is, so that's good news for Richmond. Holguin returning as the slot receiver to the right. There's jumping up front. DeAndres Coleman is guilty of jumping off sides, and he is 6'5", 310, and when you get all that moving one way, it's hard to stop it. So Richmond will benefit from the penalty. So now it'll be 1st down for the Red Devils after the penalty. Here is Owens over the right side. Owens will be tripped up after a short gain. There he is again. Boy, I tell you what, Jack Gray has been busy here tonight. Second down and 8. Again, Trayshawn has that single coverage. I think they got to go that way at some point. He at 6'4", that defensive back only at about 5'10". And a high snap handoff Owens. Owens gets met. Again, another short gain. Boy, he ran into 2 defenders right at the line of scrimmage. One of those was Vinny Rayford, and the other one again was Jack Gray. So now the Red Devils faced with a 3rd down and long. Let's call it 3rd down and 8. Richmond again will split it wide to the left. He's just out of your picture. Trayshawn Jones is the one receiver to the left as Richmond will work on the short side again. 10:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Owens the lone setback. Bryce Brown is the H-back. Zach looking that way. He has him. Trayshawn on that inside pattern makes it down to the 5-yard line. Trayshawn Jones. I was curious when they were going to go that way. Again, the safety unable to make his way over in time. And the Red Devils have it now 1st and goal, and will put it at the 5-yard line. Again, Trayshawn just too big on that side for Octavius Anderson. By the time the safety made it over, Cam Pratt, it was over. Now Richmond, 10:18 remaining. 1st and goal again at the 5-yard line. Bryce Brown is the H-back. Here is the handoff to Owens over the left side. Owens inside the 5 down to about the 2, maybe 1-yard line, depending on where his knee went down. And they're going to say he's at the 2, and I think the Indians may have another hurt player. This time number 52 going down. That is Ontarius Jones. And so they will call a timeout on the field as we will call a timeout as well. An injury timeout right here. Red Devils on the verge of scoring on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
All right, Richmond football again. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Bryce Brown on the slide motion. Handoff to DeMarco. DeMarco can't get any. Stopped at the 1-yard line. So Richmond still unable to get it in the end zone. 3rd down and goal. It'll be closer to the 1-yard line. Macy Zach, he had, not out of this formation. He had a quarterback sneak earlier tonight for a touchdown. Richmond will line it up again, same formation. Handoff, Owens. Owens will not get in again, I don't believe. Let's see how they're going to mark this. The near side official said no, he did not get in. So now the Red Devils faced with a 4th down and inches. And Richmond again will line it up right here. Big play in this ball game. And Zach will quarterback sneak. Is he going to get in? And wait, we're waiting to see if he gets in. The official said yes. Zach Hill from 1 yard out, and the Red Devils take the lead here in the 4th quarter, 26-20. Well, I wasn't sure they were going to get it across the way the near side official was looking. It was very, very close. So now the Red Devils will go for 2. This is a big 2-point conversion right here, as Anderson is going to get it back. 8:58 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Red Devils once again will line up with Owens to his right. Here is the option in the pitch. It's going to be to the pitch man for the Red Devils, Holguin, and I don't think he got in. In fact, he went far side. He did not. So the 2-point conversion is no good. But the Red Devils have taken the lead as we have 8:58 remaining in the 4th, and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead it by 6.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond.
Well, the Red Devils this time, they end up getting the football in the end zone, which is the good news on that one. They have shot themselves in the foot way too many times this year when they get it into the opposing territory, but this time they're able to get it across. Zach scoring on the quarterback keeper. So now Richmond, we'll see if the defense can come up. It all started with that interception by Trayshawn Jones. And so now Richmond leading it by 6 here in the 4th quarter. And we'll see if that 2-point conversion is going to come back to haunt them here tonight. The Red Devils teeing up again at the 40-yard line drive kick, and the Indians are going to get pretty good field position right here. The return man slips at about the 39-yard line. And Anderson will have it here again in the 4th quarter. Oh, we saw how quickly they can score. We saw that in the first half when they scored 2 touchdowns late in the first half to tie this ball game at 20 apiece. Richmond trying to pick up just their second win of the year. The first one coming way back in week number 1 against Connorsville. And pick up their first NCC win. They did not win an NCC game last year. This would stop that long losing streak as well. 8:52 remaining, hash mark right. 3 wide, the pitch, and the Indians are going to try to find the open room. 40, 45 to the outside, 50, still on his feet, and another first down to about the 47-yard line. On the carry for the Indians, that's going to be Willie Dennison once again. The Indians probably feel they have enough speed to get to the outside, and the Red Devils are going to have to block better, I should say tackle better here in the fourth quarter. 8:30 to go. Of course, a couple of times we have seen the quarterback Stokes miss his receiver wide open. Stokes again out of the gun. He'll look to the left. And now he's going to keep it himself, and Stokes will get brought down. He'll gain some yardage down to about the 42. Bryce Brown there for the Red Devils to help make the stop. Also in there, Jacob Jones. So the Indians now have it 2nd down and 5, and we'll keep an eye on that clock as well. It's down to 7:55 remaining. The Indians will work with 2 to the left. Football right in the middle of the field this time. Single receiver to the near side. Ivy, the lone setback. Gun again. The throw of the middle. Ball caught. 30, 25, 20, 15, and finally brought down inside the 10. And a great effort on the catch that time by Octavius Anderson. Boy, Anderson holding on to the football. It almost came off of his fingertips, and now the Indians coming right back. We saw this in the first half where Richmond scored, and the Indians came right back and scored themselves as Julian Holguin will come out of the lineup. 7:28 to go. Indians trying to tie it up here as they have it 1st and goal now from the 8-yard line. Check at the line of scrimmage here by Xander Stokes. Stokes. Ivy in the backfield. Stokes looking to throw over the middle. Has a man and he underthrows him. I don't think that's going to be complete. It's incomplete. And again, he underthrows his receiver, Willie Dennison. He was wide open. Somebody blew the coverage that time for the Red Devils on that left side. And so it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal now from the 8-yard line. And he was too wide open. Trayshawn Jones is on the outside. I'm trying to see who the safety playing over the top. That's going to be your freshman, John Carter. Richmond having to play a freshman at the strong safety position. Stokes again out of the shotgun. Now he'll roll. Looking. Here comes the pressure. Throws to the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown. Coming back again was Octavius Anderson. He had coverage in the end zone against Eli Irvin. And the Indians have tied this football game at 26. Hey, that's pretty good throw that time by Stokes, and he kept his composure. But again, a good job running the pattern that time, and Octavius Anderson coming back when he knew his quarterback was in trouble. The Indians are going to go ahead and go for 1 right here. They're going to try to take the lead as Malachi Qualls is back in. He will attempt the extra point, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. And the Indians have now taken a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. We're going to go right down to the very end of this one in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Anderson 27, Richmond 26.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Now the Red Devils will get the football back here as that fog starting to roll in once again as the Indians will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Trayshawn Jones, one of those that are deep, and it will be who? Ball's going to fall in between. In fact, that's going to be Holguin. Holguin at the 20-25, and then special teams play trying to strip the football at around the 28-yard line. First down and 10 for the Red Devils. By the way, quick note here. Lincoln and Winchester are going to overtime. Union City losing to Centerville 7-0. We'll have more on that game coming up later. By the way, Kokomo beat number 11 Harrison tonight 13-10, and we go to Kokomo next week. So it seems like we can't catch a break sometimes. 6:51 remaining. That's Holguin in motion. Hand off, it'll be Owens. Owens finds a nice hole, and it closes up quickly to about the 31-yard line. Boy, Anderson, one thing they do, they get that hole covered up quickly. Willie Dennison in there to make the stop. We'll have those scores for you coming up later tonight and into tomorrow morning. We'll be the only source in Richmond will bring you scores from around the entire state. Red Devils work off the hash mark to the near side. 6:19 remaining. Owens again on the carry and nothing there. Good pursuit. Boy, big 52 coming in again. That is Ontarius Jones. He is 6'1" and 220 pounds of mean and nasty. So now Richmond with a 3rd down and 7. Coming back in the lineup for the Red Devils will be Eli Irvin. We got now coaches from both teams up here on the top of the press box. We decided to work up top again here tonight, being a beautiful night. Now the Red Devils go trips to the right. Big 3rd down here for Richmond. Zach looking right, goes left, and it's going to be caught. Trayshawn, 1st down and more out to the 49. Well, there he is again, Trayshawn Jones, the senior, playing perhaps his final game here at Leibold. And tell you what, that's like stealing. I'm not so sure I wouldn't go back there again at some point, as Arthur Lucky's not been lucky enough to stay with him here tonight. He's had bad luck. If it weren't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. 5:15 remaining. Stack trips to the right. Owens, the lone setback. Nope, it's going to be a change as they've now gone to their second back and a big gain. Nice run up the middle by Allen. He's going to be close to another 1st down. We're going to put the football, at the 42-yard line. Well, plenty of time on the clock. That's certainly not the issue. Now can Richmond sustain the drive? Looks like they're going to stack trips to the right once again. 1-on-1 coverage, though the safety is coming over. That's Cam Pratt. He's shaded over toward Trayshawn Jones. So they will have double coverage on Jones if the Red Devils go that way. Richmond will run it over the left side. That's going to be Allen, and another nice gain down to the 34-yard line. The young running backs giving Richmond a lift. Allen, 5'11", 175 pounds. He is a junior, but from an experience standpoint, not a whole lot of carries. 4:25 to go. Red Devils again, they're going to have to score a touchdown. They don't have a kicking game to speak of, so a field goal isn't going to do them any good. Allen, the lone setback, stack, trips to the right. Again, they'll look that way. Ball's in the air. Ball is going to be caught by Holguin. He's going to make something positive out of it, though it looked like that was going to be big-time trouble. Coming up, number 29, Israel Dates, who was shaken up earlier, almost got a piece of that one, and almost appeared that one of the defensive linemen on the rush almost got a hand on it as well. Red Devils still have 3 timeouts, 3:49 remaining. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Football placed again at the 33-yard line. Zach coming to the sideline. You see him right there as the play clock down to 14. Red Devils need to get a big play here pretty soon. Hand off again. It'll be over the right side. Allen finding a big-time hole. Still at his feet. Breaks a tackle. He will get down to the 5-yard line. How about the running at time of Quavian Allen? They had him stopped for no gain, and he just kept those legs going, and now the Red Devils have it 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. That's maybe the play of the game right there by Quavian Allen. Now Richmond knocking on the door. Football will be at the 3-yard line, actually closer to the 4 where the ball has been placed. So we're talking about 1st and goal again at the 4. 3:06 remaining. Zach looking again to the sidelines. Allen will stay in as the lone setback. Allen gets the call over the right side. He gets hit, but he's going to get about a yard on that play as he got taken down immediately by Jordan Harris, the outside linebacker. Now it's going to be 2nd and goal from around the 2-yard line. Bryce Brown coming back in. He'll be undoubtedly the extra blocker the Red Devils need here inside the 5-yard line. Boy, do you score quickly and give Anderson still time on the clock? That's always the debate, as now that clock is down to 2:24. 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. Red Devils trying to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun once again. They'll hand it off, and they will not get anything here, maybe even lose a yard as Allen unable to get it into the end zone. Now it's going to be 3rd down for the Red Devils, 3rd down and goal. Zach Hill trying to get Richmond's first win in the NCC this year. 3rd and goal, football at the 2-yard line. Clock down to 1:44. Richmond trying to make sure they don't give Anderson too much time on the clock if they do score. Hill out of the gun once again, looking to his left. Here comes pressure, drops the football. It is loose, and Anderson has it. Oh, my. Raiden Davis coming up with the loose football as Zach dropped it as he was looking to throw, and Anderson takes over with 1:32 remaining. So now the Red Devil defense is going to have to get that football back. The good news is Richmond still has 3 timeouts remaining. Boy, nobody feels worse than Zach Hill. But you have to figure, too, there's probably a little bit of moisture on that football because we're up here on the top of the press box and everything has a little bit of residue on it. But sometimes he will get a little bit loose with that ball, and that's what happened that time at a big turnover. Now the Indians have a injured player. That's Raiden Davis. He's the one who jumped on top of the loose football, and we've got a timeout on the field. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail it by 1.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hope, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Now the Red Devils now will have to come up with something big here in this final 1 minute and 32 seconds of the 4th quarter. Boy, such a tough break, and it just is something that has happened a lot this year for the Red Devils. 1st down and 10, football at the Anderson 13-yard line. Out of the gun once again. Ivy on the carry. Richmond coming, and Ivy will get stopped maybe at the line of scrimmage. And Richmond's not going to waste any time right here. They're going to call a timeout. So that's Richmond's first timeout used here in the second half. 1:26 remaining. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 now for Anderson. Boy, that is about as bad of a break as you can get. You get the football inside the 5-yard line. You run it twice. Try to set yourself up for maybe a nice pass attempt that could at least make it no worse than 4th down, and you drop the football. So now Richmond's going to have to find a way to get it back, and still 1:26 to go. So that's the good news for Richmond, but they only have 2 timeouts remaining. And you know Anderson is going to force Richmond to use those timeouts. Even if they have to punt the football away, their plan is to make sure Richmond has nothing to work with timeout-wise if they get the football back, even if they have good field position. Well, Anderson coming off a big win last week. If they win this, it guarantees that they won't be in the cellar in the NCC. Richmond would finish in last place in the NCC. Here's the pitch. Big room over the left side, and that is going to be still on his feet. And at the 30-35, missed tackles by Richmond, finally brought down. Willie Dennison, the huge run for the Indians, and that may do it there for Anderson. Richmond had a chance to stop him shy of the 1st down and just simply missed tackles. All the way out to the 47-yard line. Boy, we saw that young man, Dennison, do that earlier. They pitched it out to him, picked up a huge gain earlier in the ball game, and Richmond unable to stop him once again. 58 seconds remaining. Richmond still has 2 timeouts, and they don't want to use one if they don't have to, but Anderson's going to kneel right there, and Richmond's going to be forced to use another timeout. Well, in this case, you're looking at a football team that Richmond had their opportunities. It's going to be a tough one to lose. 50.4 seconds remaining. There have only been 13 total points scored in the second half. 7 by Anderson, 6 by Richmond, and because, again, Richmond unable to score on that 2-point conversion, it's coming back to haunt them. So now Anderson will probably put a knee down. Again, they have 2. They can force Richmond to call one more timeout, but then Richmond can't stop the clock even after that. So the Anderson will have it 2 more times, but Richmond will only stop it once. You got to hope that Anderson will do something silly right here. So now the Red Devils showing everybody. You see him lined up in the box. They're going to come right after the quarterback. He will roll to his right. He's going to find a hole and then go down at the 46-yard line. Wanted the ball more in the middle of the field or the hash mark to the near side. And there is your final timeout for Richmond. It was a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down. And Richmond cannot stop the clock right here. I thought it was 3rd down the last time, but it was actually 2nd down. Now it is 3rd down. And there's not really nothing Richmond can do. They just have to basically kneel one more time. There's 25, or I should say 43.1 seconds remaining in this one. Boy, it makes you kind of sick to your stomach, doesn't it? So that's what happens when you have a football team that has not had success over the last couple of years. And of course, Anderson taking advantage of some Red Devil mistakes, and especially that big run. just moments ago by Willie Dennison. Now, if you're the quarterback in this situation, Stokes, you do whatever you do, you make sure you hold on to the football. 43.1. He's going to roll to his left, and he just wants to stay in bounds, and he'll take the loss of yardage. He doesn't care because Richmond can't stop the clock. And Anderson does not have to snap it one more time, and this football game is in the books. Your final score here tonight, and a heartbreaker for the Red Devils. Richmond will lose this one here this evening by a final of 27-26. Richmond on the road again next week. We'll travel to Kokomo. We'll have the game for you again with a pregame at 6:30, kickoff beginning at 7. Thanks for being with us. Your final score, Anderson 27, Richmond 26. We'll see you next week right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
These professional-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, spinal disorders, stenosis, and